What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? It's your boy, Mean Green, and here again with another one. And with this thing here, man, I'm just thinking back. I want to go back in time, back in my adolescence, my childhood days. You know what I'm saying? I'm just thinking, reminiscing right now, man. To a lot of my people out there, what y'all know about the ghetto? Yes, the ghetto, the gutters, the slums, some of y'all might call it. But I call it the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? I just want to talk about my coming up. And man, boy, I had a hell of a early life, childhood. These kids' childhood compared to mine, nothing. And I'm sure people around my age, they can vouch for the same thing. Their childhood was way better than these kids these days. Because these kids these days, they just on the internet, in the house. They're not out having fun, communicating with other kids, having fun with other kids in the flesh, not over gadgets and games and things of that nature. Nah, we was really had to get out there and have some fun with other kids. And yeah, man, I still remember, I was just thinking, I used to stay with my grandmama once upon a time, and I'm sure a lot of people around my age can say the same thing. Grandmama, big mama was the house, the place to be. You know what I'm saying? But I can remember staying there with my grandmother and my grandfather. And man, it was in a trailer house. And boy, you talking about some poor days, some poor times. What y'all know about living with roaches? Yes, living with roaches. Well, at my grandmother and grandfather house, yeah, man, it was infested with roaches. We lived with them. You know what I'm saying? You get the spray, you spray them some to keep them down as you cook and clean or whatever. And man, we live with them. We had to put up with it. Like now, I can't deal with it now. But back then, we had to live with a roach crawl. You just knock it off and keep it moving. And I noticed like these days, my kids now, we got a house now. If they see a roach in the house, roach, they running. And I'm like, man, you were coming up when I was, you had to live with him. You might see him like, I don't even feel like fucking with him. He can move, he ain't on me, messing with me, I'm good. You roll over and go back to sleep. But these kids, roach, they running. Any bug they see flying in the house, walls everything, they running. Hell, we used to be outside playing. The wasps come, we used to have to get stung a couple of times. These days, my boy be out there hooping. Man, wasps out there, they running back in the house, a wasp. One wasp. And I say we used to play with wasp nests. We used to throw with them, running up under them, taking a chance of getting stung. That was part of our fun. That's why I say these kids these days is really soft compared to how we came up. But yeah, we was at our grandmother's house, then most of the time in the winter, and you laying downstairs, you might see a rat run by. Oh shit, a rat. But then we really didn't have too much mice or rats at our grandmother's house because my granddad had a lot of cats, And then, if you know. If you have a lot of cats, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to see much mice. But we saw them roaches. And man, we had that. We dealt with it, man. I mean, damn. And then in the summertime, we didn't have like central air at my grandparents' house. Shit, my granddaddy used to have the door wide open. Have the front door wide open prop and have all the windows up in the house with a fan in the window. And the fan used to blow to circulate air to keep the whole house cool. And yeah, he used to do that every day in the summertime. As long as it was warm outside, that front door would stay wide open and all those windows would be up. And I can still remember my granddad, he'd be up in there killing flies, like, damn. That's the only problem we had with the flies flying in and out. And plus, us kids was running in and out. Yeah, our grandfather, hey. And we had some high times, you know. And then my granddad and them, they used to sit on the back porch because they had trees in the backyard. You know, our granddad and uncle and them, they used to be back there, you know, talking, giving game to us. We out there playing. But if we want to stay cool, when they kick us out the house, we go sit up under a shade tree to keep cool, you know. And we had fun doing that, cause we often played back then, and you know, made entertainment for us. We did a lot of things, you know, playing ball and so on, you know. Other kids used to come visit us. We out there having fun, you know. Riding bikes. We used to steal bikes, ride bikes all across town, everywhere. Cliques of groups riding bikes. You know, I don't see, like I say, I don't see kids doing that anymore. You know. But yeah, man, I'm talking about, man. And then when we was staying there, we had a lot of cousins. You know, we had a big family, like a lot of aunties, and we had a lot of cousins, male cousins and female cousins. But us male cousins, we grew up like brothers. Like all my first cousins, we stayed together, we like brothers. And we see each other now, we still like brothers, because that's how we came up. You know what I'm saying? And I can still remember, like at nighttime, we didn't have beds in the room. Especially this when I moved back in with my mama. We all used to make pallets on the floor. You know what I'm saying? All our cousins, it used to be like 7, 8 of us. We all on the floor, you know what I'm saying? With pillows, bunch of blankets and quilts and sheets. And we had the TV. You know, at nighttime, we used to have fun doing that, thinking back now. Because we had the TV with the Nintendo. You know, we used to be up all night playing Nintendo, you know what I'm saying? What y'all know about that? Super Mario Brothers, Contra, Ninja Gaiden, Double Dragon. You know what I'm saying? Some Mega Man. Some arch basketball, Super Bowl, Tecmo Bowl. Y'all don't know nothing about that. And my cousin and brother, man, we stayed getting down on that, you know. Then we had kin folks from other kids from the hood. They'll come spend the night sometime. We up all night. Everybody just getting down, playing games, passing the joystick. You know what I'm saying? We came up, you know, even though we were poor, but looking back now, oh, that was fun, man. We really it was fun. It was lit, you know? And I can still remember when me and my brother, when we finally got a bed, you know what I'm saying? Some of our cousins, we still had like 2 at the foot, 2 at the head, 1 at the foot. You know what I'm saying? The other one's on the floor. You know what I'm saying? But you know, and sometimes we'll rotate. We'll let our cousins get in the bed, and sometimes I get on the floor. Or whatever, you know. But how we grew up now, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking like we grew up living with all our cousins, like brothers. But these kids, like my boys, they don't even know they cousins them like that. You know what I'm saying? If they do, they might communicate, like I say, through the game. But how they growing up, they ain't growing up like how we did. See, we grew up, we had a lot of love, you know. Had a lot of friends and family, kids. We stayed outside, and the other kids came to our house daily. You know, it was always something to do, man. You go outside, the girls out there playing double dutch and everything. It was always something to do. We running around, running to the park to play ball. The park stayed lit. See, it wasn't such thing as internet. If you wanted to have fun, you had to go outside. And you go to the park, everybody was there. It was always something to do. And it wasn't much killing and shooting because everybody in there owned a gun. You know, every now and then it'd be a lot of fist fighting. It'd be some fights and stuff, but on top of that, the next day it's back love. You know? So, like I was just telling my kids, like, man, we had a lit childhood, man, even though we was poor. But we still had a fun childhood, you know? And I'm looking at them, they just isolated in a room on their game. They communicating with AI. They communicating like voiceover. You ain't even seeing it. You just talking. You don't even know who you talking to playing against. You playing NBA 2K. I go in the room, who is that? Oh, there's somebody from Phoenix. You don't even know, you know them by playing the game, but you don't know them physically. And I just think, these kids these days, they missing out on childhood, you know what I'm saying? Or I guess just the times are just changing or whatever, but it is what it is. I mean, man, back to our childhood. Can't forget about food stamp day. What y'all know about your parents getting them food stamps? Yeah, food stamp. We know we finna eat good. Because normally, you know what I'm saying, we'll probably, we used to get this thing called week. You can go pick up, they give us milk, cereal. The cereal be like cornflakes or King vitamins. You know what I'm saying? Give you some peanut butter, some pinto beans and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Some juice, the juice in the cartons. And, we made it do what it do. Some government cheese. We used to make a lot of grilled cheese. And that held us down. But when we got them stamps, shit, we finna eat. In the cereal, we finna get Captain Crunch, Rice Krispie Treats, Fruity Pebbles. You know what I'm saying? Then we finally get us our own big bag of chips, boxes of cakes. You know what I'm saying? We got better treats. But I'm looking back now at my kids here, they get this every day. I'm looking on top of the refrigerator, they got big boxes, 50-pack chips, boxes in the room stored. They got boxes of cake, they barely eating it. But when I was little, we wishing we had that for treats. At nighttime, we used to have to make a syrup sandwich. Piece of bread, put some syrup on it, or make a peanut butter sandwich. That was our treat. We didn't used to have to, if we did 8 chips, our mother gave us $1, we go and have to get 4 bags. If we eat them chips through the day, at nighttime, we ain't got no snacks. Probably make us some cornbread and milk or something, But I'm just looking at my kids, like, they got it made. All the snacks they all used to wish for, they got it. And they neglected it, like, I don't want none of that. I'm like, damn. Back then, like I said, we were poor. But looking back now, man, I wouldn't change it for nothing. Because that made me the man I am now. You know what I'm saying? And man, food stamp day was the time, boy. And another thing, you can't forget about the first of the month. When Bone Thugs and Harmony came out with that song, First of the Month, boy, wake up, wake up, wake up, it's the first of the month. Get up, get up, get up, cash your checks and come on. One thing for sure on the first of the month, we always knew we finna go and get us a Big Mac. We going to McDonald's. We used to always want McDonald's, and the only time we can get McDonald's was on the first of the month. And we get us some cheeseburgers and french fries or the Big Mac, you know what I'm saying? And after that, McDonald's would probably be to the next first. You know what I'm saying? But it's funny now because I can't stand McDonald's. Couldn't pay me to eat that shit. The shit that we didn't really want to eat. My mom, don't get me wrong, my mama and grandmama stayed cooking meals every day. We stayed eating like rice and chicken. Mashed potatoes and chicken. Chicken was one of our main dishes though. Not gonna lie. Or some fish. My mama used to get a lot of pond fish. We used to eat fish with a lot of meals. Chicken majority of the time. Pinto beans, cornbread. We had big meals. My grandmama and mama cooked daily. So, it was just the snack part. But yeah, we had big meals. And man, wouldn't change it for nothing in the world. We had good times, you know what I'm saying? And then, what y'all know about them Saturday morning cartoons? Shit, we used to get up, Bugs Bunny, Tom and Jerry, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, DuckTales. I mean, these cartoons we grew up on, these kids know nothing about. Like I say, these kids don't even watch cartoons no more. These kids on the internet. They on YouTube looking at other stuff. But what we had to watch cartoons. And then I can remember at nighttime, they didn't used to show cartoons. You had to catch cartoons in the morning or through the day, through the evening. Once like after 6 o'clock, cartoons over with. And I can still remember what would happen when Cartoon Network first came out. So we got a chance to watch cartoons that night. And you know, hey, that was a good time I can remember. And man, well, our childhood was lit, man. These kids don't know nothing about that. Physically playing with your friends instead of like mentally on the games and things. Nah, we ain't did that. These kids really, they soft. A lot of them spoiled. And all they friends, they go to school, how they could be talking, they friends and all them they hang with at school, all them is the same way. This generation here just got weaker. Like I say, we had our grandfather and uncle and them, they used to talk to us and give us game. They was real mean. But see, now these kids, they don't have that anymore. They getting raised, they getting raised like by these rappers telling them to do this and that, and these rappers really soft. You know, they want a gun and thinking killing cool, all that dumb shit, you know what I'm saying? These kids, they dumbing them down. And man, it's just, man, I just wish they had the childhood like we had. Even though we was poor, we still made it do what it do. And look, I'm the person where I am today. And yeah, like these kids, they be taking long showers and filling the tub up with water to take baths. I said, man, back then, shit, I remember time we used to have to boil water just to take a wash up before school. Or you could boil you like 2 pots and take a shallow bath. You know, you just have a little shallow water to take a bath in. And my kid, they like, oh, I couldn't do that. I like, yeah, but hey, like I say, they got it made now, to be real. But doing all that with the pots and stuff, I don't remember that too much, but I remember my mom and them said they used to have to do that often when they was a child. And the stories that my mom and them used to tell us how they had to do, walk to school and Shane, I was like, whoa, they were more ghetto than us. They were more ghetto than us. I'm like, damn. Well, I guess they probably saying the same thing I'm saying about this generation. They probably saying the same thing about our generation, you know. And I get it, you know, times changed and that's what it is. That's just the way it is. But I can't lie. I wouldn't trade my childhood for nothing. Now that I'm looking at these kids, how they doing it, I wouldn't trade my childhood for nothing, man. But it's sad, like the older you get, I done lost kin folks, cousins that I used to sleep with a lot. I done lost a lot of family and friends getting here, you know what I'm saying? And but one thing that they're gonna always stick that nobody can't take is the memories. And I'ma always keep the memories, you know what I'm saying, cherished. I'ma always remember. And sometimes through the day, them memories will put a smile on your face. You know, it's like you sitting in the sun and you thinking back, like, I remember that, you know. And yeah, man, life is life, you know what I'm saying? Keep pushing. And I'm sure these days here, when I get a little older, I'm gonna think back on these memories. You know, I'm on this YouTube, I'm trying stuff. I'm gonna think back whenever I get a little older than where I'm at now, you know. And you know, I just want to just get on here and reminisce a little bit about, you know, the ghetto. What y'all know about the ghetto, man? I'm sure if you came up like I came up, you was in the ghetto. And I know a lot of people is from the ghetto. You know, a lot of people work hard to get out of the ghetto. You know, that's similar to what I did. You know, we got to work hard to get out of the ghetto to make our lives better for our kids. But at the same time, I'm thinking we making lives better for our kids. It's kind of handicapping our kids because they really not going through tough times to make them tough. See what I'm saying? We making it, giving them what they want, and they having it made, which making them spoiled and soft. And I see that. So, you know, I always try to tell my son, them like, hey man, you know, even though you getting this, always be humble because it's always like this. You know what I'm saying? And you know, I hope they get it, but they get it, but they still ain't with it. Cause they still want the choice. They still want to keep up with the Joneses, the kids at school. I'm talking about, man, my boy, he got a iPhone. It's a lower iPhone, but he don't want to put it out at school because he talking about they gonna cap on him. And I'm like, damn, boy, when I was coming, I wish I had a phone to go to school with. And you up here worried about it. You want the iPhone 15, the newest thing got? It's like these kids these days, boy, they don't want to, I ain't got the new joints, I ain't going to school. I'm like, damn, we got to get them the best of the best, or they gonna get capped on at school. They gonna get bullied or something. I'm like, well, damn, what's going on with these kids? I remember when I was going to school back in the elementary here, I had one pair of shoes to wear daily, but I kept them clean though. But yeah, you know, I just wanted to take it, go back. Cause you know, at the end, I'm just looking back, man, and I wouldn't trade them days for nothing. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, I just wanted to share that. You know, if you from the ghetto, you understand, man, click in the comments and let your boy know if you was brought up the same way, and do you agree with what I'm saying about our generation compared to this generation, you know? And put some pointers down about what y'all been through in the ghetto, you know what I'm saying? It's all love on my end, you know? Like I say, it's all good. With your boy Mean Joe Green, love, and I'm up out.